Hello, Zimsporahh family. I hope you're well wherever you are. Family, I often ask you to share your stories with us, and sometimes I ask you to comment, but it's very, very nice and it's good to hear that I have received now for now I've received 6 stories from different people. You know what, family, I just opened my email and I wasn't expecting any letters, but funny enough, some of these people have written to me like a week ago, and I really apologize for that, because I was thinking maybe I'm not going to get anything from you, family. So today I've decided to read one of the letters that came from somebody who is already back home, and who says he is enjoying living back home with the family. And this person is did not even hesitate to say his name. He has actually mentioned his name, but well, people can write anonymously, they don't need to say their names, but this one said his name. So I'll read the letter to you, family, so that at least you get what this person is saying. And if there's anyone who wants to make comments, and they can make some comments, they can even send their stories as well. You're welcome to send your stories, family. This space, like I said, is yours. So the letter reads: I am enjoying back home from Diaspora. Dear Zimsporahh, I hope you read this message on your channel one day, because I feel like my story is the story of many of us who left home chasing dreams. My name is Tendai. I first went to the diaspora in 2003. At that time, Zimbabwe was going through difficult times. Jobs were disappearing, prices were rising every week, and many young people felt like the only future was somewhere else. I think you agree with this person, family, at that time. When I left home in 2003, I remember standing at Harare airport with one small suitcase and a borrowed jacket. Inside that suitcase were 2 shirts, 1 pair of trousers, and a big dream. But inside my heart, there was also fear. Family, you can agree with this writer, because honestly, Tendai is right, because this exactly applied to me when I came into this country. Because living home is never easy. So people, many of us know this moment at the airport. The goodbye is never, never simple. When I arrived in the UK, reality hit me immediately. Life in the diaspora is not the same as pictures we show people back home. The photos look nice, the cars look shiny, and the trees look green, the streets look clean, but behind those photos are long hours, loneliness, and survival. My first job was cleaning offices at night. From 10 p.m. until 6 a.m., I cleaned desks that belonged to people who probably earned more in a day than I earned in a week. During the first day, I slept. At night, I worked. And sometimes I asked myself if leaving home was the right decision. But I kept going because I had responsibilities. Every month I sent money home: school fees, groceries, hospital bills, funeral contributions, and like many of us, I became the bank of the family. Diaspora people, you understand this one very well. I think you understand it. Years went by. 2004, 2005, 2006. Life slowly started improving. I moved back cleaning offices to working in a warehouse. The money became slightly better. But something strange started happening inside me. Even though life was improving financially, my heart was starting to miss home more and more. I missed simple things. The sound of people greeting each other in the morning, the smell of sadza cooking in the kitchen, the laughter of neighbors sitting outside in the evening. In diaspora, everyone is busy. People go from work to home, home to work. Sometimes months pass without truly talking to anyone. Then in 2007, something happened that changed my life. My father became sick. When I received that phone call from home, I realized something important. Money cannot buy parents. Money cannot hug your parents. Money cannot sit next to someone in hospital. Money cannot replace presence. So I decided to go home for a visit. At first, it was only supposed to be a short trip, just 2 weeks. But the moment I arrived back home, something inside me changed. The moment I stepped out of the airport, I felt something I had not felt in years. Peace. Real peace. Not the kind of peace that comes from having money in the bank, but the kind of peace that comes from belonging somewhere. I remember the first morning waking up at home. The sun was already shining, birds were singing, and my mother was outside sweeping the yard like she had done every morning for years. She saw me and said something that made me emotional. "Welcome home, my son." Just those 3 words. And suddenly I realized something. For 4 years in diaspora, nobody had ever said those words to me. Welcome home. During those weeks in Zimbabwe, I started enjoying simple things again. Walking to the shops, talking to neighbors, eating mangoes straight from the tree, laughing with cousins late into the night. Life was not perfect. Electricity would go, water sometimes stopped, but strangely, my heart felt lighter than it had felt in years. One evening, my father called me to sit with him outside. We watched the sunset together. He said something that I will never forget. He said, "My son, diaspora can give you money, but only home can give you roots." That sentence stayed with me. I returned to the UK after that visit, but something had changed inside me. My priorities were no longer the same. Before that trip, my goal was to stay in diaspora forever. But after that trip, my goal became different. My goal became balance, to build something back home, to prepare for the day when I would return permanently. Many people in diaspora believe that once you leave home, you can never go back. But I want to tell you, viewers, something. You can go back. Not everyone will, but some of us will, because home is not just a place. Home is a feeling. Today, when I visit Zimbabwe, I truly enjoy being back home. I enjoy the laughter. I enjoy the community. I enjoy the feeling of belonging. Even the challenges do not bother me as much anymore, because I now understand something I didn't understand in 2003. But home is a story. Diaspora is a chapter. So to anyone watching your channel, So to anyone watching your channel who feels lost in diaspora, I want to say this. Do not forget where you come from, build where you are, but also remember where your roots are. Because one day you might realize that the happiness you were searching for abroad was quietly waiting for you back home. Thank you, Zimsporah, for creating a space where diaspora stories can be shared honestly. Your platform allows people like us to speak about the truth of the journey, and maybe our stories will help someone else make wiser decisions. With respect, a proud viewer who is enjoying being back home from diaspora. Family, this is Tendai's story. You can make comments, and I'm sure Tendai will be there to see your comments. Thank you very much, family, for today. I'll see you again next time, but don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe to our channel because we need to grow. Cheers, family.